Hello.
Hello, it's me and Mrs. Jones.
I think they know who we are, Fred. Anyway, hope everybody's okay. Me and Fred are here to do some more phonics with you. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sing our alphabet song.
Are we?
Yes, we are, Fred.
And I know what you're going to say.
Do you, Fred?
Why do we sing the alphabet song?
Well, you normally say it's because you like singing.
Well, I do.
It's to help us learn the names of the letters. Okay, let's give it a go. Are you coming, Fred?
You bet.
All right, then. You can go up there, Fred. Okay. Right then. So, hopefully you're going to join in at home. We're going to sing our alphabet song. Okay, here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L,
Oh, slow it down.
M, N, O, P,
Rock it up.
Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time you can
Sing with me.
and me. Right then. Oh, Fred, I need to put that away. Excuse me.
Oh, what?
Oh, don't be so dramatic, Fred. Oh, dearie me. Right. Are you coming back?
Suppose so.
It's a bit silly today. Right. Now then. Last time I was doing some phonics, we learned a new phoneme. Can you remember what that was, Fred?
Uh,
I think he's thinking.
yeah.
Oh, can we remember the actions as well? Because we were eating yoghurt, weren't we? For yoghurt.
Yeah, I like yoghurt.
Oh, I'm so glad you do. I thought we could write some words with our new phoneme. Well, I'll write them. See if you can help me sound out and blend. So we're going to work those words out together, have a little read. Okay, Fred?
Uh-huh.
All right then. So, the first word I was going to write was this word, Fred. What's going to help me work out that word?
Sound buttons.
Yes, I could put my phoneme buttons underneath, couldn't I, Fred? And I've got 3 phoneme buttons, okay? 3 different sounds. So my first, make sure you're joining in at home. I'm going to press my sound buttons and you need to be saying those phonemes. So we need to segment those sounds and then we're going to blend them together, okay? Y, A, P. Y, A, P. Ya, ya, P. Yap.
Hey, that's what little dogs do.
It is. We talked about this last time. So this is what the sound that little dogs make, isn't it? It's quite a high-pitched bark. Right, let's have another go. And put my phoneme buttons underneath. Got 3 again. Remember to join in. We're going to think about those individual phonemes first, okay? Y, E, T. Y, E, T. Y, E, T. Yet. You can't have your chocolate pudding yet.
What?
Only joking.
Oh, good.
Right then. So let's have another word, shall we?
Oh, I've noticed something.
Have you now?
Diagraph.
Oh, thanks, Fred. So I'm going to put my phoneme buttons underneath. I'm going to do that because this is 2 letters that make 1 sound. Okay, so let's do it then. Y, E, O. Y, e, o. Yell. Ah.
No, don't do it.
Don't do what?
Yell.
Oh, yeah. Last time we had this word, I yelled in his ear and he didn't like it.
I did not.
Where are you going, Fred?
Bah!
Fred! What are you doing?
I was yelling.
Well, perhaps the children don't want you yelling at them. That Fred. What do you need to say, Fred?
Sorry.
I should think so. This is our last word. Right, our last word is... Oh, you might like this one, Fred. I'm going to put my phoneme buttons underneath. Right, help me out. Y, o, y, o, yum, yum.
Yum, yum.
That's what Fred says when he eats worms on toast.
What?
Worms on toast, Fred?
No, I do not. I don't like worms on toast. That is yucky.
Whoops. He's getting rather cross with me today. I can't think why.
Because you're saying silly things, Mrs. Jones.
Sorry, Fred. Right then. I'm going to move that out of the way a little bit. I'm just going to swivel round like this. Right. I've got some sentences now. So we've been looking at working out some words. Now we're going to look at a sentence, okay? So, what are you doing, Fred?
I'm holding.
Okay. Right, so he's holding the board for me. So, a sentence. Now, you'll notice the first letter might look a little bit funny because it's a lot larger. That's called a capital letter, and that's what starts the sentence. So your first word has to start with a capital letter. And you will notice that at the end, it finishes with a full stop. Okay, and then we know that's the end of our sentence with a punch. It's called a punctuation. Right, a punctuation mark. So, let's see if we can... Oh, another thing I've noticed is we have finger spaces in between the words. What would happen, Fred,
Yeah?
if we didn't have any finger spaces and all the letters were all squashed all up into, which would look like one word?
It would say, yeah,
We'd say something like that. Yeah, that's not good. Thanks, Fred. So, our first word, I'm going to put my sound buttons underneath. Yes. 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 Right. I don't need sound buttons for my next word because guess what? It's my key word and I know that that says the. Right. B, o, n. B, o, n. B, o, bo, n. But oh, bun. Oh, bun is. I know that's a key word as well. Ot. Ot.
hot.
Thanks, Fred. Now, what we do next is we have to read that sentence through. So I'm going to use my finger to point. Yes, the bun is hot. Okay. Right, we're going to have a look at this one. Again, it starts with a capital letter, this sentence, and it finishes with a full stop. And I know this says the because it is a
Key word.
key word. And my next, oh, that's a key word. So I'm going to read that. That says dog. And then I've got k, a, n, k, a, can. And yap, 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 yap. Ah, the dog can yap. And I read that sentence through and I was pointing to the words as I read them. Okay. Now, me and Fred have been working quite hard. So I think...
Yeah, it's your turn to work really hard as well.
There you go. That's what Fred says. And he's in a bit of a stroppy mood today. Aren't you, Fred? Don't know why he's in such a bad mood. I don't know. Sometimes we just get in a bad mood. Sometimes we just wake up and we're in a bad mood. I think that's what Fred's done today. Is that right, Fred?
Yeah,
Did you sleep very well last night?
not really.
You need a good night's sleep. Right. I'm going to bring this closer. And I'm going to write a sentence. And then I'll tell you what I need you to do. So, I am going to write this one. Right. Now that's my sentence. Fred, can you check for me
Yeah,
that I've started with a capital letter? That means it has to be a little bit bigger, right to the top of the line to the bottom of the line.
yeah, got one. Check.
Okay. And at the end, have I got some sort of punctuation?
Yeah, what's that?
Oh, glad you asked. Well, it looks, well, it's got a kind of a full stop bit to it there, but it's called a question mark, and that means that it's asking you something, okay? Like, are you sad, Fred? Are you angry?
I don't know.
Well, there you go, you've given me an answer. So that's what a question is. Somebody says something and the other person decides what the answer might be.
Oh,
Right, so what I would like you to do at home is I would like you to get in a moment, get a piece of paper and a pen or whatever you'd like to write with, and I'd like you to have a go at writing out that sentence, starting with a capital letter. Have a go at that question mark. It's really tricky to do. I'll be very pleased if you give it a go. And make sure you've got those finger spaces in between each word, because otherwise, like Fred showed you, it would sound like gobbledygook. Right, now then, in a minute, I'm going to get you to press pause. And when I do, I want you to have a go at reading that sentence. I want you to put on your phoneme buttons. I want you to ring those key words, okay? And then have a go at reading that sentence, pointing at the words with your finger, okay? So,
can I do the pause button?
oh yeah, I suppose so. Are you all ready?
Here I come. Pause.
Okay, hopefully you're back with us and you've worked out that sentence.
Mrs. Jones,
Yes, Fred.
I'd be dead proud of the children if they've done all that writing.
I think I would be too. That's quite a large bit of writing, isn't it? Writing a big sentence like that. So yes, if you could write a big sentence like that, it'd be really good. Now then, let's have a look, see if we can work it out. Can. Oh,
Keyword.
it is or some people say a. Oh, hold on. Bun. Right. Last one. Yap. Yap. Oh, I should have known that.
We had that before.
We did. We've had that word before. Right, so now, Fred, we've got to reread that sentence. I'm going to use my finger to point, and I'm going to make sure I've understood what I've read. Can a bun yap?
What?
I'll read it again.
Yes, please.
Can a bun yap?
Oh, Mrs. Jones.
What's the matter, Fred?
Buns don't yap.
Oh, no, they don't, do they? Oh, that's a funny sentence, Fred.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so Mrs. Jones has been a bit silly and I've put a nonsense sentence that doesn't really make sense. So, but it is still a question and I'm going to ask Fred the question. Fred, can a bun yap?
No.
No. So he's answered my question. It's a bit silly, isn't it? Right, I'm going to do one more for you. I might do another nonsense one actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right then. Gosh, that was a stretch, Fred. Right then, I do appreciate that this is an awful lot of writing for you to do. And if you're finding all that writing too tricky, you could ask really nicely if your grown-up could write that sentence out for you to put on your sound buttons and ring and put a circle round your key words, okay? But if you do manage to write it,
Wow. I'd be so proud.
I think I'd be so proud too. Okay. Oh, and if you do write those good sentences, please do put them on our Twitter page so me and Fred can have a look at your great work. Right. Fred, are you ready to press the pause button? Because I think the children are ready to get started. Because they've got to write that sentence, remember, and read it.
Okay.
All right.
Pause.
Okay, hopefully you're all back again. Right, let's have a look. Oh, I tell you what, Fred, what's that first word? Because does it look the same as the other word?
Oh, yeah.
Can, we know that word now. Can. And what's the next word, Fred?
A key word.
Yeah, a or a. Right, let's do this one then. Put my phoneme buttons underneath. Y, et, yet, yet. Got that one. Go. Oh, another key word. To. Oh, another key word. A, another key word. Hey, we're getting good at these key words, aren't we? Oh, last word. Put my sound buttons on. Et. Et. Vet. Vet. Hey, we're getting good. Now then, we're going to read it through together, me and Fred. I'm going to point to each of the words, okay? Can a yet go to a vet?
What?
Oh, yeah, that sounded a bit funny, didn't it? Can a yet go to a vet?
Oh, my goodness gracious. That is gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook. Yeah, well, that's another crazy word for nonsense. That doesn't make sense, does it? Can a yet go to a vet? What word could I change? Because does it yet go to a vet, Fred?
No.
Well, what word can I change to make that sentence better?
Yet.
Yeah, let's change that word. Let's put another word in. Fred, what do you take to a vet?
A cat.
A cat. Oh, now that would sound better, wouldn't it? Let's see if we can work it out and put it in, and we'll reread the sentence and see if it sounds a bit better.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what's the first sound? What's the first letter in cat? K. can you hear, Fred?
Ah.
Yeah, you can. Ah. What's the last sound we can hear? Can a cat go to a vet? Oh, that's better, isn't it, Fred?
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you the question, can a cat go to a vet?
Yes, it can.
But could a yet go to a vet?
No.
No. You could have a go at changing that word yet, and you could put a word in that makes sense. And you could put no. Close your lips. The children are going to think of their own word. Okay, you don't need to tell them.
Oh.
Yes, I know. Right, so have fun thinking of your own word that you can put in my sentence, so it isn't a nonsense sentence or a gobbledygoo sentence like Fred said. All right, well, we're going to go now. So we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.